It's back! There's nothing for offline players in this game, which is why I'll be playing PES 2021 till the wheels fall off. Oh no! Welcome back to the channel, guys. What's up? Terry F Gaming here. eFootball is back. Let's get into it. Konami released a statement. We've read a lot of statements from Konami over the past year or so about whatever this game is supposed to be. Let's see what's going on. We finally have a release date, April 14th. We're gonna get version 1.0. There have been rumors going on for weeks about things in development, things happening. We're finally gonna get something. They've addressed some of the issues. I do not think it's gonna be enough, but we'll read through what they say and then see what we can plan for the future with eFootball. I'm still not used to saying it. Now, before we get into this, guys, you remember what the launch was like? Yeah, that's what we're dealing with. That's what they're addressing. Let's read this right here. So first off, to offer football fans around the world an opportunity to enjoy a new football game with unparalleled realism like never before. That was the plan. With that resolve in mind, we entered what would be eventually a 2-year period of development for eFootball 2022. Hold up, they have someone new writing this stuff because it's a cold open intro to make it more intriguing and then they address it. It's way better than the English we usually get from Konami. However, we were too focused on getting the game out in time that we lost sight of the most important thing, quality. Naturally, we were met with critical reviews from rightly disappointed fans. Critical does not begin to cover it. 8% of the people have given it a positive review. If you read the reviews themselves, they are damning. And you don't get a player base back from this. You just don't. I am a diehard PES fan. I've been playing PES since 2004, 5, or 6 or something like that when I was a kid. A long time ago. I've played this game through many iterations, as many of you have. We were excited. We were so excited for what this was supposed to be when we saw that trailer for PES 2022 back in what, was it 2021? I can't remember how long ago it was. It was 2021. We got that trailer. They told us that they'll be delaying for a year. Disappointed does not begin to cover it. They ruined a franchise that is so dear to our hearts that I'm still playing PES 2021 and enjoying it a lot. The development team has been hard at work since to regain the trust of our esteemed fans, as well as to make the game even more enjoyable for football fans around the world. As part of our commitment to improve the game, we've added new commands and numerous elements, offensive and defensive, that are prevalent in the modern game of football. They've adjusted the balance of the game and fixed bugs, blah, blah, blah. They're only possible because of your valuable opinions, and people were not holding back. It was very harsh when it happened. User feedback that they gathered from in-game surveys and social media posts, your real voices. Amongst those voices, many of them were encouraging us to create the best game possible. Now, they're mentioning in here it's been 6 months since release, so they finally reached a level of quality that they can be confident of. The thing is, they didn't have to release it now, unless there's contract stuff with some of the partner clubs, so that could be a case. So for them to release it, I hope they're confident behind it. After the launch, the botched launch, no one was really checking for the game in the sense of weekly at that point. So there was no, there was no fervor, no push for this game to come out now. So they have to feel fairly confident. Here's the new information. In response to your valued feedback, as well as to accomplish our aim of creating a more enjoyable new football game for everyone, we've implemented a variety of fixes and new features to the game. Let's go through some of them. Changes to defending controls, addition of co-op for pressure. I know they brought this back from PES 2021, which is good, and the previous PESs. You couldn't call for a second player press. Now it's back in the game. People really complained about this. Now, there's a cool thing with eFootball, right? The defending is a lot more manual. There's not as much of the CPU covering for you, so in some ways it's harder, but then some ways it's just too much. So hopefully they found that balance. As they say here, after reviewing the prioritizations of defense-related plays, we decided to change the default button settings in order to make defending more intuitive. Pressing commands that were available in previous installments will be reintroduced into this game. Now there's also a shoulder charge button. At least they didn't name it super shoulder or strong shoulder, as we'll see. You remember sharp kick? They did something else here later down. You'll see passing improvements and new command, stunning pass. There you go, stunning pass. Besides defending, we received a lot of feedback regarding passing. Many of you commented that the passes were too slow and there are too many unforced passing errors. That scares me because all that seems geared towards, at least for me, as a primarily, obviously I've been playing manual for 3-4 years now. I only play manual. I don't want a game that makes it too easy to pass, because passing in real life in football is very difficult. And I think manual replicates that in many ways, but we'll see. In light of this, improvements have been made to the game with a focus on game balance and satisfaction of controls. We've increased the pass speed, so the pace of the game matches with the aforementioned defense-related improvements. This sounds ping-pongy to me, and I'm really praying that's not the case. I really do not want to see ping-pong football, but I know for online, it does make more sense. We've also implemented a mechanism that utilizes the rebound of the ball as a force of acceleration. This will be useful in performing one-touch passes. I hope they didn't make it easier. That's kind of some of the gist of what I'm getting, but maybe it's just going to be less buggy and it's going to flow a little bit better. Also, additional shooting trajectories here, improved shooting speed, adjusted the rated on-target shots. Again, I shoot manual only. Interesting to see how this, how this implements into manual play. We're adding to the game a wide range of shot variations and trajectories for each situation, such as the incisive stunning shot. I want to see what this looks like. When I think of stunning shot, it makes me think of Ronaldinho in the Champions League against Chelsea in like, 04, 05, I think. When he did the little toe poke into the corner. Strategic evolution through improved dribbling functionality. I have to say this about eFootball. The dribbling in eFootball is good. It is free. It is nowhere near as static as PES 2021. Sometimes a little bit too free, but I think it generally moves in the right direction in terms of freedom of movement. That's something I think they've gotten spot on, and I want to see improved and implemented on. Better ball tracking accuracy and response to L stick inputs, and improved response to dash inputs. That sounds good. Like I said, the dribbling is actually one of the strong points of eFootball 2022. Improved response, ball behaviors, a sharp touch command, little feint inputs. So a lot of little tweaks here and there. Improved online connectivity. And they've added stuff for game plans like change formation. Wow, what a revolutionary concept. Individual instructions, auto setting, sub tactic. They basically went back to what we know. Now they're talking about Dream Team, which is their new My Club. It was Creative Team, now they changed it to Dream Team. Yeah, what's so different? A lot of the original ideas. We'll see how it plays out. I have heard from some people who've seen it that, it's kind of revamped. It looks a little bit different, but how different is it going to be? My Club, Ultimate Team, they all kind of go down the same path. Microtransactions, you know what it is. They bring up some of the mobile stuff. They're not updating it right now, and they're continuing to work on game improvement. So what do I see here? They address some things look good. I bet you this game, whatever this is going to be, should have been what came out 6 months ago, and they're still playing catch up. I don't think what we see now is going to be so revolutionary that it erases the past transgressions, if you will, of what happened, 6 months ago. All right, now let's talk about something that's going to be very important for people on this channel. No rain, no snow, 5-minute halves, I believe, 10-minute matches at max for offline players. Same teams. There's nothing for offline players in this game, which is why I'll be playing PES 2021 till the wheels fall off. I will obviously go online, test out Dream Team, get into it a little bit, and you'll see that on the channel. But for offline fans, it's the same thing. There's no game here. There's no Master League. I'm seeing rumors it's going to be the end of the year, if not 2023. It's not a priority for them. So the good thing about this, and I know a lot of you are on PS4 still, or maybe you're on PS5. I promise you, if you can save up, if you can make the investment, if PES is important to you and you want a really realistic offline experience, invest in getting a gaming PC. Get into the forums at EvoWeb. Get into the mods. It's a really fully fleshed out game with everything we've gotten from the modders over the past couple of years, and they're building better and better mods. Given that there's no offline football coming from PES, I think it's the best option right now, and I really, really implore you to invest in it if you can. If it's a big part of your gaming, I think it's really worth it. It's completely revolutionized, I guess, my last year with PES after playing on, console for over a decade plus. So very excited for you guys, hopefully, to get PCs if you can and get into it, get all the faces, get the mods, get the stadiums. It's a really good experience because we're not going to get anything on offline here for a little bit. And just some more follow-up news here from Renan Galvani. If you follow him, he's Brazilian. He gets all the latest PES news. Does a really good job of trying to give you as much as he can without just going into hype. He really does evaluate most of his stuff. Even if he's wrong sometimes, really good guy to follow. He says there's a trailer tomorrow showing the news. The menu colors will remain the same. Joy, yay, God. Competitive will be all within the Dream Teams with all uniforms released. I'm not sure exactly if that translation works. I'm guessing it must mean all the clubs will be in Dream Teams, competitive mode. I don't know, I'm not sure. Off leagues, so offline leagues don't come now, so there won't be anything to do but play with the partner clubs. 2v2, there's no co-op, it's only local. If you got a friend in your house, which no one does in 2022, and cross-platform end of May, and then he's elaborated with some more information that offline fans will not love. There's no editor, there's no Master League. The season update will be in September. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I hope it's improved. They need some kind of positive step forward. It definitely will be improved. It seems they understand some things about this, but we still have no ML. There's no real plan for offline fans, and there's no real depth to the game yet. So we will test it out. Let me know what you guys think. Have you been playing eFootball 2022 all these months? What do you like about it? What do you don't like? What are you looking to see? Does this give you hope? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be covering this in the next coming weeks as everything happens. Also, Master League will be back tomorrow. Really fun stuff and some controversial stuff in the episode coming up. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Stay safe. See you guys next time.